Okay, this is Gabe again. He's here to talk to us about aftermarket tires and aftermarket lifts.
You don't want to change the offset of your rim. I'm sure you've seen those around town where the wheels are way out in the middle of the street. What that does, it directly affects your steering geometry. So the alignment that you'd like to have done, you really can't do. You've got to guess because they've changed the steering geometry. What that really matters is when you go into a turn. They call it toe out on turns, and if you don't have the right offset on your wheels, it's going to be way off and will probably wear off the inside of your tires. Additionally, it puts the load bearing on the other suspension components so they brake quicker. The tires themselves should match the rim. For instance, this tire right here, it's pretty close to having the shoulder of the tire where the bead sits. Otherwise, it'll wear the tire out funny.
Okay.
The common misconception about rims and tires is that you can change them and change the offset along with it, and that doesn't help. Okay. You can get aftermarket wheels, but you've got to keep the same offset.
Okay.
One other thing I did want to touch on is another common misconception is you want your best tires up front. You do not. The reason being is at freeway speeds, if you have a rear blowout, the rear of the vehicle is going to go to that side, and you'll have to follow with the front, otherwise you'll flip over, or you have a better possibility of flipping over. If you have a front blowout, it's still not safe, but you can steer out of it and you can brake out of it. The lift kits, as much as they're neat, that changes the steering geometry as well.
What kind of negative effects are resulting from that?
Lack of control. You got to tighten them down all the time, and a lot of people that install lift kits don't bother telling the client that every 5,000 miles they should tighten down the nuts and bolts because it's not, the vehicle's not engineered that way.
Yeah. So ultimately, although they might look nice and look great, it can really affect the longevity of your vehicle.
Yes.
And cause accidents, right?
Correct.
Okay.
One last thing about the lift kits and offset wheels, the manufacturer's starting to look at that. Not just not just GM, but Ford and Chrysler as well, and they can void your warranty on it.
Okay.
So it can be very costly.
Good to know. So if you were to have something after you've used those aftermarket tires or aftermarket lift kits and you have something go wrong, it won't be covered under that warranty is what you're saying.
If I did my job 100% correctly and reported it, it'd void your warranty.
Anything else you want to add, Gib?
It's warm out here.
It's hot. Stay cool, everybody. Arizona is no joke.